Hare Krishna! Today is the most awaited day of the year, Janmashtami, the day when love takes the form of devotion, when homes turn into temples, and when hearts overflow with joy to celebrate the appearance of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Look at these flowers, the divine energy in the air. It feels as if Krishna himself has entered every corner of our home. And today, I want you to be a part of this journey with me, not just to watch, but to feel the love and the magic of this divine day. Hare Krishna, so Janmashtami is around the corner, the divine appearance of our beloved Lord Krishna. We will prepare different kinds of decorations and offerings under the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Join me on this beautiful journey of joy, devotion and creativity for the most magical night of the whole year. Fixing basically this with doing it round and round and fix it with a tape at the end. Decorating the hall feels like making home Vrindavan by tiny flowers and the tiniest details that we add. I found myself sitting with Krishna's swing, decorating it with flowers. Every petal, every little touch felt like a prayer in itself. While my hands were busy, my heart was only imagining how beautiful it will look when Krishna finally sits here smiling on his swing. But as you know, devotion never feels enough, so we went to the flower market to bring even more flowers, collecting little pieces of love to offer back to Krishna. So we just got back from the flower market and let me show you what we actually got. This much of material. These are some artificial flowers that we got for more decoration. We also got these tiny garlands for the Lord. Something like these are readily available. The most mandatory thing is this green thing in which you can adjust all the flowers for the decorations. As I thread flower, each flower feels like little love being put together and being offered to Krishna. So we are planning to put these flowers around the swing because the one which we put yesterday was looking very odd. So to give it a bright theme, we tried to fix it with this. So I am creating the backdrop of the temple and it's halfway done. Let me show you. Take a look at it. This is my favorite part, painting. With every stroke of color on that, I felt as if I was painting my own emotions. It wasn't just a backdrop, it was a sky where Krishna's Leelas could come alive. This part of preparation is something very personal because it's not just decoration, it's a way of telling Krishna, we are waiting for you, come and make this place your own home. As I continued painting, I realized it's not really me creating this. Every stroke, every color, every little detail is the mercy of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. It's only because of their grace that I even get the chance to serve in this way. I am no one in this act, I am just an instrument. The real doer is their divine will allowing me to offer this little seva. When you realize it's all their mercy, you paint not for yourself, not for perfection, not for anyone else. You paint simply to serve, and in that service, your heart feels full, calm, and joyful, as if Krishna himself is swinging along with every stroke. It's literally 2 a.m. in the morning, and today is 16th of August, and I just completed my painting finally, the backdrop area. Finally, it's complete, and I feel blessed beyond words. Did my mehendi real quick and went for sleep because it's too late. Next morning, the first thing I did was step out to seek the blessings of the Lord. I went to my nearby temple where Lord Jagannath along with his brother Balbhadra and sister Subhadra gave darshans. The soft bells, the fragrance of the incense and the gentle rhythm of the devotees' footstep, it all feels like a warm embrace from the divine. Look at these lotus garland. Oh my god, they look perfect for Janmashtami. After receiving the blessings of Lord Jagannath, I returned home filled with energy and devotion. The first task was to carefully paste the backdrop in the temple. Every placement, every fold of the fabric was done with care, imagining how beautifully it would frame him. Next came decorating the top of the temple. I arranged the flowers gently, letting them cascade in soft, natural patterns. Each garland was hung as if whispering a prayer, and the colors seemed to become alive under the morning light. It felt like the temple itself was waking up, stretching its arm in preparation to welcome the Lord. The top of the temple, adorned with flowers, shone like a small Vrindavan in our home. It was simple yet perfect, every petal, every thread, every touch reflecting love, devotion, and gratitude. Today is Janmashtami, and I woke up with this because I slept with my hand under my face and Mehndi was there. And I don't know whether it will get even more darker. And I don't know how to react. I mean, whether I should smile or whether I should cry. But it's okay. I just hope it does not appear that much darker. So we are bringing the celebration part. So just let's quickly change the outfit. So this is my outfit for the day. Now let's quickly wear the bangles and get ready. So I have these very pretty bangles. I think this will go perfect with it. I got these ones from Trade Fair. I think it's a perfect match. One goes this way. It's less colorful. Let's add more. And now it's looking good, I think. We can add a little bit of. Okay, wait. Now I think it's looking good. Fine. I think it's perfect now. It's matching. Yeah. Getting the liner equal is the most difficult task. I forgot my bindi. I think this will go fine. Is it okay? Yeah, it's going perfect. I'm all done. Let's get Krishna ready for Abhishekam. And then arrived the most awaited moment, the Abhishekam of our beloved Shri Shri Radha Madhava. The air was filled with anticipation, devotion and joy, as if the whole house was holding its breath for this divine moment. As the milk, honey, yogurt and ghee flowed over his lotus feet, it felt like every drop was a prayer, every fragrance a blessing, and every moment a Leela being recreated in our hearts. And as the Abhishekam continued, the verses of the Brahma Samhita softly resonated in my mind. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Krishna, the source of all, the supreme enjoyer, the origin of everything. Yet here, he is allowing us to serve, to love, to offer even in these simple acts. In that moment, it didn't matter who we are or what troubles we carried. Everything melted away. There was only Krishna, only devotion, only the pure joy of giving, loving and being in his presence. And I realized this is what Janmashtami is truly about. Not the decorations, not the sweets, not the rituals, but the love, the connection, the heart that beats in the rhythm with his Leelas. This is personally my favorite part of the Abhishekam, the rain on the Lord. It's exactly like the rain that appeared on Janmashtami, like thousands of years ago on the arrival of Krishna on earth. So that's how it exactly feels. In this divine Leela, even the greatest devotees say that, see how little Krishna playfully sticks out his tongue, tasting the honey and yogurt with such joy. Krishna is ready in his beautiful Janmashtami attire. Look at the tiny details of his shringar, the delicate tilak on his forehead, the sparkling ornaments, the soft folds of his cloth, the fragrance of the flowers around him. Every little detail is a testament to devotion, a reflection of love offered by countless hearts. It's as if he's not just dressed for the festival, but for every devotee who is watching with love and reverence. There's a divine Leela in Vrindavan that Krishna's beauty is so radiant that even the moon pales in comparison, and Srimati Radharani shines even brighter, illuminating hearts with love that the world cannot measure. Together, their divine beauty turns every moment into eternal bliss. Now in evening, we will do more preparations and celebrations. As the evening settles, the Aarti begins. The soft ringing of the bells fills the air, echoing through the room and into our hearts. Each note seems to call out to Krishna, inviting him to feel our love and devotion.
I gently offered him the peacock feather fan, waving it slowly as the evening breeze seems to dance along. Now Shri Shri Radha Madhava sits gently on their swing, the soft sway carrying the rhythm of their eternal Leelas. As they move, I can almost imagine the banks of Yamuna where they once swung with his friends and cowherd girls, laughter echoing like temple bells through the forest. Every gentle push of the swing feels like a whisper of his childhood. The mischievous boy who stole butter, who played the flute under the moonlight, whose smile could light up every heart in Vrindavan. Even now, as he swings here, that same divine joy radiates, filling this space with peace and love.
So, few more hours left for the divine appearance of Lord Krishna, and I realized something. My mother was making Makhan Mishri for Lord, and I realized that Krishna's name as Makhan Chor is not just for stealing butter, but instead for a divine reflection that he steals our heart, and we should also pray to Lord that he never gives us back our heart, because we have one heart, and I think we should give it to Lord because it's very precious, right? And there is no person on earth that can keep your heart safe the way Lord does. I mean, when you try to serve him, he will reciprocate in a way that you will never ever get it from any human or other living beings on earth, I think. And that's the divine feeling. For example, if you offer him just a flower when you go to a temple, and you will realize and you accidentally get a whole garland of flowers. So that's how he reciprocates, and we need to develop the vision to see his hands in every activity around us. If Krishna is in your boat, it doesn't mean that you will have no storms in your life. That is equivalent to the problems in your life. Yes, there will be problems, but if you have a strong faith in Lord and if you truly believe him, your ship will never sink. That's the promise that Krishna makes to us, and trust me, it's magical. This reminds me of a story which I really want to tell you. It's a pastime of Krishna. So there was a demon named Aghasur, which was a snake. So the friends of Krishna, Madhumangal and all the friends, were going into that snake cave. So they were thinking that it's a cave, but actually it was Aghasur, a demon, in the form of that cave. And Krishna didn't stop them to go inside, but Krishna was watching from a distance, okay? Krishna also came as soon as he realized that, okay, this is a snake, demon, and the snake tried to kill his friends. And what he did was, he killed that snake and got all his friends to a safe zone and protected them. That's how actually Krishna is. You have to just believe him fully.
Watching him sway, I recall the stories of Krishna teasing the damsels of Vrindavan and dancing under the Kadamba trees and playing the flute that enchanted the whole world. I showered flowers over him, petals falling like tiny blessings and reminiscent of the raindrops that once fell on him in Vrindavan.
I feel so tired and still 1 hour is left.
As midnight arrives, the atmosphere transforms. Lamps flicker softly, flowers are fresh and fragrant, and the bhajans rise in devotion. The Maha-Aarti begins. Bells chime, chants fill the room, and every heart beats in rhythm with a divine melody. It's as if the whole universe has gathered here to celebrate Krishna's divine Leela. Bhog is offered to the Lord, sweets, fruits, and little morsels that carry the love and devotion of countless hands. And as the offerings reach him, it feels Krishna is himself smiling, tasting the food and the love behind it. As the night deepens, Shri Shri Radha Madhava sit peacefully on the swing, the lamps glow softly, his ornaments shimmering under the gentle light.
As night grows quiet and celebrations end, there's one thought that still stays with me. Janmashtami is not just about this one special night. It's about carrying Krishna in our hearts every day. Because just like thousands of years ago, Krishna appeared to bring light into darkness, he still appears every time we call out to him, every time we choose love over fear, every time we choose hope over despair. So my prayer this Janmashtami is very simple, that Krishna stays in all of us, in our thoughts, in our mind, in our activities, in our hearts, and not just on Janmashtami but every single day. Hare Krishna, thank you for being part of this Janmashtami, and I hope this vlog gave you a glimpse of joy and devotion on this very special day. See you in the next one.